look at the list. I'll go ahead.
Well, it was just so many key games this past week, you know.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, I already know Tyler, you gonna talk about your boy.
What did you say?
I said I know you gonna talk about your boy Coach Thomas.
Who?
Coach Thomas.
Well, I gotta say, from an Auckland fan perspective, man, I don't want to be a little too much on it right now, man. So we already talked about this.
Oh man. Oh man. It's time.
It is time, baby.
We're back. We're back. Undefeated in the SWAC. Of course, it's another great day to be a Panther. As you know, one of your favorite co-hosts, the 12th fan president, the co-leader himself, Kayla Lewis, is back, man. How are we feeling today, gentlemen?
Feeling great, man.
We're 2-0.
2-0, baby.
2-0.
Oh man.
We are 2-0. Man, there's no better feeling than to be 2-0 in conference play. Especially with given everything that's kind of happened this weekend. But all is well on my end, and just looking forward to talking about some of these games this past week.
Definitely. Mr. Gamble, you did call it. How you seen it?
I said
How you
last
feeling
week.
today?
I said last week. I said on this show, we got to start off fast.
Yep.
We don't need to start off slow.
Yep.
And that was gonna catch up to us. And it caught up to us.
Definitely.
I'm hurting my boys that we lost, but we just can't have that loss like that again. Like, we can't keep doing that. And eventually, I said later on, that was gonna catch up to us soon.
Yep.
If we start the second we start off slow, bad things gonna happen. Like, we're gonna fight. We're gonna fight now, but every game we couldn't get away with what we was doing the past couple weeks, and it's all the State Fair Classic.
Nah, definitely. Definitely. And I say we just get straight into the PV versus Grambling recap since we're here, man. I know we're having a bit of a discussion. We're gonna kind of pick off where we left off. But I just want to go over some key stats, man. Prairie View A&M rushed for 224 yards, 6 yards per carry. Only passed for a total of 122 yards, 11 out of 24 for passing. Prairie View forced a total of 4 turnovers and were able to score touchdowns on all 3 of their red zone trips. Uh, Highlight players of the game: Lamega McDowell, 98 yards and a touchdown. Tevin Carter and Cameron Bonner also had rushing touchdowns in the first half, with Chase Bingman to seal the deal with the 15-yard touchdown late in the game. Mr. Gamble, we'll go ahead and let you go first, man. Give me analysis, man, because I know it was tough to watch, especially the first 3 quarters of the game.
Man, it was painful, man. It was painful. Field goal. And I feel like T-Sit, he wasn't using his legs like I thought he should. Being too much of a pocket passer too much. I mean, like I said before, if he uses his legs, it's going to be a problem to everybody. But when the way I was looking at it, y'all wasn't doing too much pressuring. Y'all wasn't pressuring that much. Y'all was playing too much prevent, and I was every time I was screaming like, run. See a wide open scene. Why you trying to throw it? Like, you forcing it too much.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you, man. It felt like we were dropping 8 a lot, and we were only sending 3, which was extremely funny about it. But there was this play in the first quarter that I could have sworn T-Sit was just going to say, screw it, I'm just going to go run. It was on the left hash. We're on the left hash.
I know what nobody's
there, wide open. It's just a wide receiver in the DB. He would have took off running. That's a touchdown. But he decided to kind of, he gave his wide receiver a chance, and he wasn't able to convert. But I know for a fact that's something that he's sitting down, going over film with on Monday. He's like, man, I left a touchdown on the board.
I'm talking about he left it wide open. Like, I feel like if he just take off, boom, that's yards right there.
Yeah.
Like,
definitely.
And in the 3 interceptions, they hurt. Them interceptions he threw, they hurt.
Yeah.
We just couldn't get nothing going. I feel like if y'all was going to make him do that, you should have gave the ball to Bradford and Cruz, the running backs we had, because that's picking up some yards for us. I ain't going to lie to you. That's picking up some yards for us.
I ain't even gonna lie. The fact that they didn't make our defense have to respect it, I feel that's what made the passing game so hard towards the end of the game for Grambling. Especially, right? Okay, so there are certain things that PV did great, and then there are certain things that just really bothered the heck out of me, right? Starting with the Cam Peters, Tevin Carter situation. We're up 13-0. We're cruising. I'm talking about we pushing down the field and everything. Tevin gets subbed out. Cam Peters gets placed in. Now everybody knows I'm a Cam Peters guy. That's my guy. That's my guy. But he just got unlucky, made the wrong read, fumbles the ball. Grambling has a chance to get back in the game. Defense comes up. They were able to get the stop, right? But it was little things like that I'm questioning, why are we doing it? Because granted, Cam can pass the ball, but he turned it over. And then we didn't let him see the field anymore. So I just felt like there are little things in our game that's getting in the way from us really turning these games into complete blowouts, similar to the Jackson versus Southern score. We're almost there, but I just think we just need to be a little bit more focused on chasing perfection instead of trying to still figure out who we're trying to play.
Now that right there, I thought that was. I remember the commentators from the Swag TV was like, "Whoa, what's this change? What's Cam Peters doing?" Like they saw the change. They was like, "What's Cam Peters doing out here?" And I was like, huh? I was like, I didn't even notice it.
No, definitely.
But then, not only it's not from T-Sit. I know T-Sit didn't play a great game, but like outside of him, I saw so much undisciplined stuff. Okay. Way too much undisciplined. Too many penalties. The penalties costed us too. Too many penalties, and nobody was playing assigned football. And when we make a big play, it's always a flag. it's like, dang, bro, these penalties got to cut down.
Definitely. Zay, you quiet over there, man. I know you got some thoughts about the game, man.
Yeah, man. So, I had to go get my belt, man, because
Oh, oh,
a lot of butt whooping going on in Dallas.
oh,
And it's
man.
not like we didn't tell you. I didn't get my belt going.
Oh,
It's not like we didn't tell
God.
you what was gonna happen.
Oh,
Um,
man.
in all seriousness, let me put this right here 1 second, so y'all can see old school leather. But I think my mama whooped me with this. She watching. She's tuning in, so she probably whooped me with this one. But
I'm about to say that belt looked like it had a few whippings on it.
yeah, for sure got mileage. And this weekend it was applied to the Tigers, okay, of Grambling State University. Coach Mickey Joseph, Coach Super Bowl. He definitely stunk up the place for sure on the 100th anniversary. But
oh my God.
in all seriousness, I would say on the PV side of things, we have to give a kind of a round of applause for the constant improvement of the team in penalties.
Yeah.
Not giving away a bunch of yardage to the opposing team.
Yep.
We had 6 penalties for 50 yards. Grambling had 4 for 50 yards. I think that was too many. Kobe, funny.
No, man.
Kobe, I got the belt, man. Yeah, you see it.
Man.
Yeah.
Man,
But
I gotta give it to y'all, man. Y'all did y'all thing. I gotta give it to y'all. But let's go back to what I said last week. Play slow against this team. It's not gonna be peaches and cream.
right.
Yeah.
Right. No, but I'm just saying, we started off the season with 15 yards in the first game versus TSU. We went 9 the following week. We went 6 or 7 week 3. And then we did 6 last week. And so for me, there's a constant improvement in cleaning up the efficiency of the game. So that's one thing that stood out to me. The run game. Lamagie McDowell and Chase Bingman. Those guys look like they were like a hot knife through butter. I mean, they really, really were getting yardage here and there. And it looked more like, I know we're supposed to be running an air raid with a pro run style, offense, but much like has been mentioned on other shows, it's really kind of, if you think about what Rice ran against us, I think in this game we saw a version of that implemented into our offense. We recognize that, and I'm just going to be real. I would say Cam Peters is my guy. He's the better passer, but Tevin Carter, number 21, is a gamer. He's more of a gamer. He can beat you with his legs. He can definitely run, bigger body frame, and can take a few hits. And so I think with him in the game and running that more wing T-esque, kind of style of offense, we saw a lot of really creative things that really opened up the playbook. And so I would personally say overall offense, defense, special teams, everyone for the most part did pretty well. One area that, and this is my final point, one area that I would like to see us improve upon is our passing efficiency. I think Carter threw for 9 for 21. That has to be much better if we're going to go and win a championship. We just have to be able to be balanced on both the run and the pass. And I think if we can clean that up, I know he's still young. This is really one of the first times he's had a chance in his college career to have a good portion of the season started. But if he can get that, cleaned up, we really can be even more dangerous than what we've been. Because I think once we get to games like Alabama State, who we have circled, if Jackson State ends up in the SWAC championship, who we have circled, right, to meet us there, we're not going to just be able to run, right? We're going to have to be able to put that thing in the air. And our wide receivers are going to have to catch the ball. And I know y'all are going to talk about that, but, catching the ball has got to be important in emphasis. So there's still some things to clean up, but I'm very encouraged leading into this All-Corn week, especially because they don't look that great. They don't look like All-Corn of old.
Oh my God.
No, definitely. And one thing I do, man, I do want to acknowledge, I feel like Tevin played great, but his wide receivers got to pick him up. Like Kobe mentioned, man. I know, I don't want to call out individual name, but like Cameron Bonner on the fumble, that hurt. That we were going. That's another drive that that's stats for other players that we need for all SWAC recognition. I know that the big goal is winning SWAC, getting to Atlanta, but I like to win and my players to get acknowledged for the great things that they do on the field as well. Rodney Ojo, I'm talking to you. Lock in, brother. Lock in. I have not seen you since Texas Southern. That's been a whole month. And you dropped that ball in Grambling. Them hands still left in Dallas. I need you to lock in, brother. I need you on the jug machine
I'm
because
not
there's
even
going to
gonna
be.
lie to you. I didn't mean to cut you off. I ain't gonna lie to you. We left him so open. I'm surprised he dropped that.
Yeah,
Hey, he would have
yeah.
walked. He could have walked in the end zone.
Yeah, because
We
nobody
gotta
was
have
back
that.
there.
We gotta
I was
have that. That was 60 yards Tevin Carter would have had.
Yo, because I was more mad at the secondary than I was at him. I was like, who's leaving him open? Who leaving him open? Then when I saw that, oh my God.
I was like, man. So I just want my skill position guys focus up. I know we run the ball a lot, but we did not forget about y'all. Sometimes the defense does, but y'all cannot forget y'all place. But before we move on from this game, guys, we gotta shout out the guys who really put bread on the table this weekend, man. The reason why 61,000 fans left satisfied out of the State Fair Classic, man. Trevor Randall, Sterling, number 25. You guys had a great game, man. Zachary, with your interception. And this has been the first time since, I want to say, like Reggie Stubblefield and those guys, where we're really, and Cheatham, where we're really having a secondary that can not only tackle, but also go make plays and ball hawk certain balls and make catches that they probably shouldn't even be making at this level of ball. And I'm really proud of those guys. And I hope Coach, can find some room in the budget to make sure you guys are fed good, get y'all some steak this weekend, because defense have been balling out of their mind.
Absolutely. Yeah, and it's as we've learned more and more about the 212 defense, it's really more of a contained style defense. You're not going to see a ton of you'll see some tackle for losses, but you're not going to see, the ends crashing a whole lot and sacking the quarterback. It's really more so, hey, how can we contain and try to play real smart about how many yards they gain. So that's been a little bit of an adjustment, but I like it. I think that we have been filling in key gaps. We've made quarterback have to make some business decisions about, okay, if I run, they're going to hit me, right? And so I'm better off, if I can't take a hit, I'm better off throwing that ball out of bounds and living to see another day. And so we've been very fortunate to have the defensive production we've had. And then also I would like to point out, we really haven't had as many injuries during gameplay this season thus far. So knock on wood, that continues to keep moving forward. And I think kudos to Coach Moore for getting these guys conditioned and the proper nutrition so that way they can be last throughout the duration of the season. So defense definitely played a wonderful game. I did want to ask you guys, what did y'all think about on the Grambling side of things? What are some of the things that y'all saw? I know Gamble, you probably got some thoughts. Like, is there room for improvement? Was it just a game? Do you think that they're just not that great of a team this year? What exactly are y'all saying on the Grambling side of things?
Honestly, we're really looking at slow starts, not coming out ready to play. Quarterback play got to be much better. And we're just saying defense also got to improve as well. If I feel like we took some steps back on defense and the play calling, really, and the play calling too. Like last year we had Dooley. I don't want to get into what some of y'all PV fans about Dooley, because we had Dooley too as our OC. But
Twice.
it's that
Twice.
oh my God.
I had him with Bob and y'all had him with Mickey.
Yes, and it's that we just gotta better quarterback play. Better, like be more disciplined on defense and eliminate these slow starts, because in 2 weeks, I'm gonna be out there during homecoming when they play Texas Southern. I don't want to see another slow start.
Right.
That's all I got to say. I don't want to see another slow start. And the quarterback play had, like I said again, it has to be much better than what I've been seeing.
Right. Right. Yeah, no, I think that on the Grambling side of things, you really can't, you know, you can't put all the onus on T-Set. Some of the
No,
other guys
no,
have to, on the offense
no.
side of the ball, they have to step up,
Yes.
make some plays. I know part of the team is pretty young, but even still,
Yeah.
like, you got to be ready to play. The SWAC is a week in and week out kind of league, and
Yeah.
it didn't seem like Grambling was ready from jump. I mean, let's not
Mm-mm.
overstate. Let's not understate this. Grambling didn't score a touchdown until late in the fourth quarter.
Yeah,
Yep.
exactly. Exactly.
They
Everything
had
was field
three.
goals, field goals.
It was three in the first, three a field goal in the second. They went scoreless in the third, and they
Mm-hmm.
got that touchdown towards the end because we got a little fatigue right on our end,
Yeah.
if you ask me. Right,
Yeah.
so
Uh-huh.
I think this could have been a lot uglier of a score and an outcome had we connected on our side of the ball on offense with a few passes, a few moves here and there, and if we continued our defensive pressure and allowed them to not get in the end zone and just continue with
Yeah.
the field goal, this score could have looked way, way, way different, and would have been reflective on the seat getting warmer on Mickey Joseph. So. All in all, I think that, and we'll get, by the way, in the chat, we'll get to y'all's questions. I don't want to make sure we let y'all know because y'all have some pretty good questions. So we'll talk about that. But we'll come back and get to that. But I was just asking Kayla on the Grambling side of things, did you see
Yeah.
any things like, is there room to improve? You think they're better than what they performed, or are they worse, or what does that look like?
I just
It's really strange. So if you ask other commentators, I was taking a look at Off Script and Zoe Phillips the other day. A lot of people are saying that this is a bad Grambling team, and in my opinion, there are much worse teams in the SWAC, especially the SWAC West this year, that are worse than Grambling. I just feel like Prairie View played one of their better games. Grambling played one of their worst games. However, it's really hard to play us coming with a new roster, a new team, and not very many games. So I feel like it's really hard to, at the last second, try to get your team prepared. We already played two quarterbacks. We've had one game where we threw for over 300 yards. We have two games where we ran for over 250 yards. So we can beat you in so many ways. I find it hard for a team like Grambling to get ready for it based on their lack of depth and just pure lack of talent. They don't have any all SWAC offensive players. They don't have any all SWAC defensive players. And in my opinion, when you're a crumbling dynasty that's facing real adversity, and unless a Dion-esque coach comes in there, a Sam Shade-esque, a T Jack-esque coach comes in there and kind of rebuilds it, Grambling is on the decline in that aspect. I do think that they'll play better. I do think that they'll be Southern. I do think that they'll be Alcorn. I just think that this was one of those games that we're going to look back on and we're going to say, you know what, Grambling, y'all really didn't lose that bad because PV will probably go and put 42 on Alcorn.
All right. I think,
yeah.
go ahead.
But
Go ahead.
But yeah, like I was saying, was what I was telling him, and I'm about to tell you too, is that yeah, not everything is on T-Sit. I ain't gonna blame the quarterback here, cause in my opinion, this is me, cause I play defense. But I know both sides of the game, but in my personal opinion, I feel like it's more defense than offense. That's how I see it. It's more defense than offense, in my opinion. We wasn't disciplined. We start like slow, like I said, us not getting ready to play and how we look on defensively and no one stepping up on offense, that plays a big role as well.
All right.
Definitely. And kind of like what Lionel said, the narrative did change after we won. And a lot of people said that this was going to be Prairie View's first test. And in my opinion, it was a first test. Anytime you get to play against 61,000 at a neutral site, you got fans everywhere. You got to walk through the same tunnel in the locker rooms. Y'all looking at each other. It was a very big game. I just feel that people are being a little bit too hard on Grambling. This is like Grambling. If you're a Grambling fan, you're gonna look back at this game and you're gonna say, you know what? We lost 28-13. It wasn't that bad.
You
In
know,
my opinion,
It should have been 42-13.
I just want to. Well, you're absolutely correct. It should have been like 42-9. Like it should have gotten.
honestly, y'all had so much points y'all can put out there. I ain't gonna lie to y'all should have had more points than what y'all should have. That's how I feel. Y'all should have more points than y'all should have. We was lucky to get 13.
Mm-hmm. And we almost left the door open towards the fourth quarter for you guys to come back and win that game. So
Yeah.
I want to make sure we state that as well. You know, the expectation is that fortunately we got that interception and that shifted momentum, and there just wasn't enough time left on the clock. But you know, let that be a let's call it, for lack of a better team that we go up against that's a little bit more equipped. You know, we could end up losing this ball game, all because we take our foot off the gas. And so look for that to be improved as the season goes on from the Panthers. I know I for sure will be looking at that. And I did want to address the point you talked about, the type of coach Grambling needs. Outside looking in, I would say Grambling really needs two main things. Three main things. You need one, patience. All right, Grambling wants to win instantly, and they want to give 2-year deals. And so you got 2 years, you know, to figure this out. And the reality of it is they have to accept that the program is not what it was pre-COVID.
Ooh.
Yeah.
The landscape has changed just that quickly, especially with COVID, with NIL, and the advancement of the transfer portal. And so you kind of have to build this thing out to where we're looking at a 4-year time frame to really give a coach time. Like, look at Bama State. Let's use them for example. They've been Eddie Robinson was 500 his first year. He's had a winning season every season since then, but he hasn't been able to beat Florida A&M. He hasn't been able to beat Jackson State both of them in the same season, right? And so it's taken him. This is season 4 for him. It's taken him 4 full seasons to get his team to the point to where now they're the East front runner. They're running the East as of now, putting points on the board, getting the offensive portion correct, and getting a quarterback in there that he could actually ride with and do some damage with. And so I think that was a better fit for Grambling when you have some patience, a visionary athletic director that says, hey, I'm going to give you the time. We're going to try to improve upon resources, et cetera, et cetera. The other two things, and I'll wrap it here, is just I think they need a coach that can drive some resources to Grambling. You know, we saw a post earlier this year with some of where all of our resources stack up. Grambling, for as large as their history and brand is at the lower end of that, and that's the part they don't want to necessarily talk about, but it needs to be addressed, right? You know, you have to find innovative ways to bring dollars into your program, and you need a coach that can go out there and motivate people to say, hey, I feel compelled to give, corporate sponsors, etc. And also that's partially on the athletic director and, you know, administration. I think the last thing, you know, that they need is just, I don't think they need a celebrity. You know, I'm not of the opinion Grambling is a place that needs a celebrity. Pine Bluff may need a celebrity, right? And Ed Reed to bring some relevancy to the program, but Grambling has always been relevant. I just think they need a sound coach with a sound plan that is a best fit for Grambling.
Stability.
They need that, and stability, right? So that's just, you know, and we've all heard the rumblings about Grambling's AD, and I'm not going to get into that tonight, but I'll just say, you know, it starts with leadership, and we've even seen that at PV, right? Like, we've honestly, if you ask my off the cuff opinion, because of our instability and leadership, we may have played for championships, but we were not championship prepared. I'm gonna say that again. We may have played in championships, but we were not championship prepared. We were not aligned from our president to our AD to our head coach to go out there and be in position to actually win a championship. And it showed, right? It definitely showed. And so, yeah, that's just my two thoughts on that. I wanted to make sure I got a chance to speak on that because I thought that was a notable point. But
yeah, no, definitely, man. And not to cut y'all off, but I know we got a few topics to hit today. Just to give us a recap of the weekend, guys. Let's just go with our one of the most talked about games in my opinion from last week due to it being an upset. Utterly. Alabama A&M versus Bethune-Cookman at Bethune-Cookman. Bethune-Cookman pulls off the upset 41-34. Uh, Eric Handley for Alabama A&M, if I'm correct, is a true freshman. Threw for 355 yards. Frank Pierre had 156 receiving yards for 2 touchdowns. Isaiah Wokino with 56 rushing yards. Bethune-Cookman's Cameron Ransom threw for 217. They had Kamani Robinson rush for 78 rushing yards and Javon Ross for 108 rushing yards. From what I was able to see, I was able to watch the game live. Bethune-Cookman had control of the game and led the game pretty much comfortably all the way until the fourth quarter. It got a little sticky towards the end, and Bethune-Cookman was able to pull off a drive that kind of made it a lot uglier than what the score really predicted. But man, the SWAC East is on fire, man. We got the first team that's been punched in the mouth, and people had the audacity in the goal to say that Alabama A&M was going to be better than us. What are you guys' analysis of that game, and did it turn out the way you guys expected?
You see, I got this belt out, man.
The belt universal.
The B in Bethune stand for big belt.
Hey, the belt don't discriminate.
Hey, hold your hand out. You're getting a lashing, all right? Hold your hand out, A&M. You're getting a lashing. Y'all shouldn't have went down there to Daytona.
Hey,
come on. And you're messing up my picks. I ain't let me be real. Last week when we got on the show, I said explicitly, listen, this A&M game is very interesting to me because I would not be surprised if Bethune-Cookman, comes in there and wins that game because both teams have not shown
you did say that
defense, but on the offensive side of the ball, I knew Alabama A&M would, 1, underestimate them. 2, their starting quarterback out. Right? So that with Quad being out, I didn't know how that would look. And then also, Bethune was like, hey, we have something to prove. The head coach there is trying to keep his job. He's trying to get public opinion on his side. Right? This is the last year of his contract, from my understanding. And so, hey, this is the perfect situation. It's at home for me to send a message that not so fast. Everybody's crying Jackson. Everybody's crying Bama State. Everybody's crying Alabama A&M. Y'all forget we still have some talent. We still have players, and just because people aren't talking about us doesn't mean we haven't been working. So, definitely Big Belt and Big Bethune, they should have definitely celebrated this win because it sent a message that this may be for the first time in a while, the SWAC East champion will have a win-loss.
Yep.
It's a very good possibility they will have at least one loss.
Yeah. Yep.
So.
But they were saying the quarterback got injured. That's why he didn't play.
Yeah, he does. Quad Brown. He does have an ankle injury.
Quad Brown.
But however, my only argument about the Quad Brown injury is they did not lose because they offense. Cameron Ransom, I ain't gonna lie, he played a heck of a game. And I think he only had 1 turnover, but their defense, I ain't gonna lie, that defense worse than a red paper bag. Can't hold nothing.
Hey, we said that last week. They probably got one of the worst defenses in the conference, if not the worst.
You would have thought Bethune-Cookman was an air raid team, dude. It was like they're catching underneath routes and running it 40 yards, 50, 60 yards, going down, just high-topping balls and catching them. I've never seen a defense that bad, and I'm going to say this again for the A&M Bulldogs and that COVID championship that they honor so much.
Thank you.
Why on earth do y'all have a defensive-minded coach but can't coach defense?
Every year.
That is a problem for me personally. I just don't understand how your identity is defense and it's non-existent.
Like, dog, it's like nobody's out there.
None. And they're not on the same page. They're blowing. Keep in mind, we're in week 4. I'm sorry, we're in week 5 at that
Yes.
at that current time, and they're still blowing coverages.
Like how?
We still don't know who we manned up on, and we got a safety over the top. It's just those little things. But I will say this, not to get too far sidetracked. Is this going to be the first year that Florida, instead of being green and orange, turns yellow and burgundy?
That's a good take.
Are they gonna start dominating
That's a good
Florida?
take.
Because if I'm a Florida Jit, as they say, if I'm a Florida Jit and I gotta make a choice based off what I'm seeing, Bragg is cool, the stadium cool, the fireworks cool.
Yeah.
Losing 42-9 at home is not cool, brother. But Thune Cookman looks real good.
And they might lose the Valley again.
Oh my God! Hey, don't say that.
Hey, y'all gonna get me for that one, but watch your back, because
that's very possible.
Because Cozy's seat is under fire right now.
Yeah. Hey, it's hot.
It's hot.
I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I think the game is being rescheduled, so they won't play Valley this week. It'll be later in the season. But when that game is played, if he loses to Mississippi Valley State
again
2 years in a row,
again,
he will be the only team to have for Valley to have a two-win streak against with 2 different
out of all schools.
He doesn't need to be anywhere near Tallahassee. Go to Atlanta.
Yeah.
Go to Birmingham. Do not be in North Florida. Because it won't be well for you. It will not be well. He can't even go to the grocery. He can't even go to Publix. The cash register people gonna say, we're not helping you with that chicken bag. You can't stop it. Get out. We're gonna hold that belt up at the front door.
Their one win is the D2 school, man.
Come on.
And from what I've been hearing, they want Quinn Graves the head coach.
Oh, that's what. Hey,
I see that.
Hey,
that's not a bad move.
It's not a bad move, but I'll say this: if they were smart, the 239 Rattler Club, whatever that is, the 220 Rattler Club, shut up. Y'all better be quiet. This is y'all guy. This is who y'all wanted. Y'all could have had Sean Gibbs. Y'all could have had, to be honest, y'all could have chose anybody. But y'all chose this. And y'all should have learned from this situation from us when we had to deal with the Bubba situation. Not that it was a terrible, ours was never as bad as Cozy's.
Oh yeah, definitely not.
Oh,
however,
no, God, no.
However, when y'all let players pick the coach, this is what you get. You get a team that loses to Valley, a team that gets blown out by Bama State at home, and the team that plays Howard in the Florida Blossom Classic, and y'all don't score a single touchdown. And now y'all blaming it on the quarterback.
And then you came to PG.
You're 1,000% correct. He's an umpire on the side, in addition to being a head coach, and he will return to being a full-time umpire here real soon.
And he came to PV and thought he was gonna run some over there, and they got smoked there too.
Yep.
Man,
FAMU used to mean something. People used to say FAMU and it meant something back in the day. People used to say Bragg different and it meant something.
FAMU versus everybody.
Yeah, that used to be a thing. Now it's FAMU, can you beat somebody?
and you know, in all seriousness, though, I think you're right. Though I think this is the first year in a while Bethune gets them in the Florida Classic, at least as of now. From what we've seen, I think that they actually may suffer another 1 to 2 losses in conference, which is going to be very, very interesting to see which teams those are. It's just all around bad over there, and I think this all signals point to. It's going to be a new regime after the season if they don't get rid of him sooner.
Yeah.
So,
and like Kayla said, man, you can't pick your assistant to be the head coach and think everything is peaches and cream. Walk around like shit don't stink. But
oh, y'all wouldn't imagine who they got next. Oh my God.
Who they got next?
Central.
Who they got? Who?
Yeah, they showed you got Central.
North Carolina Central at home.
It's about to be a 60. The thing is, and it was crazy is Bama State put up 7 in the first quarter, 7 in the second quarter. And then after halftime, I don't know what kind of speech they gave or what kind of adjustments they made, offensive coordinator made, but they put 14 up in the third quarter and another 14 up in the fourth quarter. And while FAMU only scored 8 points in the second half. So, that's bad. That's really bad. And you mean to tell me the next team you play put 62 on their rival?
Oh my God!
On the road, and they just came. They flew from North Carolina to Texas, and almost put a 40-piece on a non HBCU. It is not like, honestly.
Oh my God!
FAMU may protest. I'm not gonna lie. They may riot because this is crazy.
Yeah. It's going. Hey, I want to see the ticket sales for this game.
Oh
if
my
the FAMU
God.
faithful come out, I like y'all. Hey, y'all a real deal, man. But if y'all don't come out, y'all getting the jokes. It's gonna be a lot of eyes on y'all.
Like I told Janoris the other day about FAMU playing NC Central. We said it's about to be ugly. So
Bro, FAMU is like designer. They was one hit wonder. 2023.
FAMU didn't get back to title contention until Willie. Yeah. Then they didn't appreciate Willie well enough.
They didn't. They should have gave him a blank check. They should have gave him a blank check. The 220 Club should have gave him their check with all that talking.
Exactly.
They should have gave him that check.
Exactly. Didn't appreciate him at the AD fault. Now you stuck where you at now.
Oh man.
Like you said, 1 year wonder, one hit wonder.
But it goes back to what I was saying earlier, right? You look at a program like North Carolina Central, they built that with patience and time and really having a sound philosophy. And the most important thing is fit. Trey Oliver is an alum. He knows how the area works, how the high school coaches work, through all of that. So it's a system that got built, and I think schools like Grambling and even FAMU at this point need to heavily be considered that instead of chasing instant success.
Honestly, with Grambling, this is my personal opinion. We look at back at the history too much and put too much unrealistic expectations of what we are as a program season by season. Yeah, we got the most championships, yada 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 yada, but this is a new time, man. College football changed.
Yep, sure did. It sure did.
Like, kids ain't gonna stay with your program that long, and you expect for it to run the way you think it should be in the past.
Yep.
Like you said, NIL, transfer portal, all play a fact. Yep. We got to stop thinking in the past and start thinking what's like rebuild now before we get there.
Yep.
Also, I just want to say, to that point as well, because I have a lot to say on that topic. Mm-hmm. Really being strategic about the folks you give opportunities, right? I listened to Bruce Eugene come on Coach Cole and them show last night, and he talked about how he's interviewed, and tried to get just a position on the staff, etc. I think that's kind of foolish to kind of pass up on your own talent, especially when they're qualified to come in and, kind of what they like to say, restore order or get things back afloat.
Restore order, yeah.
So, it is what it is, right? I think ultimately some better decision-making needs to happen. And it sounds like Mickey Joseph is not going to be there regardless, win, lose, or draw after this season anyway. So what a wonderful opportunity to be currently, hey, what's our next step? So
losing the State Fair Classic already gave him the pan. Losing the Bayou Classic this year is going to give him even more.
Oh, yeah. No, I was at that Bayou Classic last year. It was pretty ugly, man.
It was
disturbing. And he had a better team then than he does now.
Yeah, I was about to say that. I was just about to say that. We had a better team last year than we do now.
Well, the only thing is this, though. Southern, I hate to say it, but Southern head coach may not be there for this Bayou Classic. They'll definitely work for the interim. So
but my thing with that one is, this goes back to what Kayla was saying, but this is another thing I was saying. Southern had the same flaw they've been having for a couple years now.
Yep.
One-dimensional offense.
Yep.
Only put up 15 points per game.
Yep.
And they had like how many quarterbacks since 2021?
About 8.
I can't keep count.
They play about 2 to 4 a year. Last year they played about 4 of them.
They did, and T-Sit was one of them.
Yep.
Well, speaking of Southern, let's roll right into the game that happened down in Baton Rouge. JSU comes into their house, and once again,
BTA.
Big belt. Big belt.
Predictably.
It was over before it really started, if you ask me. Now, in all seriousness, Southern played a really good first half.
They did.
Like they came in prepared and they gave it all they had. But once again, much like the last game we talked about, this is phenomenal to me. After that halftime period, Jackson made some adjustments, slapped a few people around in the locker room, and came out like hell on wheels. And Southern shut out not a single punt, not point, but punt. Third or fourth quarter. And while Jackson goes on to score 21 points in the second half. And so total offense, JSU gained 538 total yards, 337 passing, 197 rushing. Jacobian Morgan, he had himself a day. He said, I'm going to silence the doubters and show them I can throw this rock just as much as I can be a game manager. He was 21 for 32 for 337 yards, 2 touchdowns. Denario Davenport, 2 rushing touchdowns as well. And Nate Rembert had a day, number 3, 5 receptions, 102 yards, 1 TD, and also an 82-yard TD catch. So all in all, this series here, it was, it is what it is. It's a heated rivalry. In a lot of ways, I can admit I would like to see us kind of up the ante with TSU. I think we're still a little too friendly when it comes to them, but they bring the intensity with this rivalry here. The series record was now shifted. It was a 1-game lead by Southern. They were tied. Now JSU leads 37-36 in all-time series. I think the narrative on this is that Jackson State just dominated in both passing and rushing, and really all 3 phases of the ball. There were some initial mistakes they made. I know they had a special teams blunder earlier in the game, and Southern was able to benefit off of that. But if you take that away, the Southern score those points. You know what I mean? You really have to look at it and say, hey, you know what? These guys came ready to play, and Southern offense continues to stall. They have to find some kind of momentum. Obviously, after they play us, they can find a net and whooping up on them because we got a big belt coming for them. But we're gonna get into that a little later. But yeah, no, I think they have to find some kind of answer on offense. And I'm gonna leave it at this. Is my final thing on this. I feel like the moves that Terrence Graves is making, he is a year too late.
It's too late.
Same thing that and I believe in calling names because I have nothing to lose. I'm just gonna tell the truth, right? When we had our previous regime at PV, right? If you were gonna shift OCs, if you were gonna shift around some coordinator positions, you should have did that after year 1, in my opinion, at PV.
Dang.
Right? It just in the previous regime under Coach McDowell, I feel like the changes came way too late and they were very reactionary. It wasn't a proactive like, hey, I let this guy go. No, this guy left, and then I had to fill a vacancy.
Right.
So it was very reactive, and I think the same thing has happened, and it's too late. I mean, a lot of the fan base is already on the Graves got to go, fire him, bandwagon. The local media outlets, which favor Southern more often than not, they're putting out public hit pieces saying, why is Southern failing?
Yep.
Right. And you have to look at that and say, hey, you know what? This has gotten bad quickly. And if they play around, I believe they're 1-4 right now. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, lucky to be that. Yeah.
They struggle with Valley.
Valley should have whipped them, but yeah.
And you guys talked about how they struggle to get above 15 points in the game. Well, who do they play this week? I know it ain't the same Bethune-Cookman that just played Belt.
Oh no! Hey, I'm ready to call it right now.
That sounds like to me. That sounds like 1-5.
It sure do.
Who they play after that?
Yeah.
Who do they play after that?
Yeah,
That's what it sounds like to me.
Them Panthers. Yeah, them Panthers coming on with it. So that sounds like
Hey.
1-6.
I got Bethune in that one too. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Man.
Yeah, so
And that's one of the things that I love about Jackson State. Although I hate them similar to a rivalry, I love watching them play. Why? They gonna give my Panthers the exact game plan to go beat a team we gotta play in the futures behind. They showed us how to beat Southern. They about to show us how to beat Alabama State. Now, Southern, you can't let the general. When I say the general, this how they talk about Jacoby and Morgan. You can't let the general come out 21 to 32, 337 yards and 2 passing touchdowns.
Oh no.
You just can't allow that. You can't let a running team throw the ball on you like that. Matter of fact, I know you guys all seen the highlight. It was the highlight of the weekend where Jacoby and Morgan gets back there. He had enough time to make a pot of coffee, burp his little baby brother, change a diaper, and then he heaved it all the way down the field to a wide open wide receiver, which I'm pretty sure is the guy who finished with 102.
Remember?
But like, I'm just not understanding how Southern plays a rivalry this bad. And I'm not saying Jackson isn't a great team. They are. It's just that y'all played so bad that it doesn't even look like you guys are even fighting for 4 quarters at this point. What happened to the D line y'all said y'all had? What happened to the DBs y'all claimed y'all had? I haven't heard of Kelby Givens since August 30th, before the Labor Day Classic.
Yo.
That was a preseason defensive player.
Yo.
Defensive player of the year.
I'm so glad you asked that because I was thinking the same thing myself. Where has he been? Has he been caught up in the hype too much or what?
So
I think their whole D line's underperforming. Think about it like this: you threw for 337, then you ran for 197.
he's an excellent player, right? Trey Holly, excellent player.
Yeah.
Southern has in key positions, they have talent. The problem is they don't have any support.
Yeah,
Kelby Givens ain't the whole defensive line now.
He's not.
That's true. That's true.
You know, if he's double teamed really well by some even moderately decent offensive linemen, he's a non-factor.
That's true.
So, you know, if Trey Holly is stopped and they figure out how to stop him, even though he had himself a day against Jackson, then he becomes a non-factor, right?
Yep.
And so you have to have some support for these guys, and they just don't have it, right? They just do not have it, or it has not shown itself, in my opinion. So,
Right.
And speaking of bad, there was another game that happened that dare mock us and wear purple and gold.
Yep.
Went up
petty.
the highway,
petty.
The phony.
Petty.
The fraud.
You petty.
to the state of Tennessee.
Petty.
That was
Go Lions.
Hey.
The belt of the week. Go Lions.
Hey.
Go Lions. Hey, who you rooting
was gonna
for?
say that.
UATB.
Yep.
Yeah.
I knew you was gonna say that. I knew you
The
was
big
gonna say
sad,
that.
big sad Braves.
Hey, don't worry. Don't
I
worry.
forgot that's your other team, bro. I'm sorry.
Don't worry. I got off the phone with Brandon Bell. He called me. He said he bringing down the portable shower to Lorman. He gonna make sure G get taken care of and he able to bathe himself, even though we finna whip him. So we got somebody coming with the portable shower just for him. Cause listen, the way that those guys played versus Pine Bluff, I know PV ain't got nothing to worry about. Let me break down some stats for y'all.
Shout out my boy G, man.
Shout out my quarterback for Arkansas Pine Bluff, Christian Peters. He had a key pass, 22-yard pass to Ellis Stewart to kind of take control of the game in the fourth quarter. There weren't really too many stats that just popped off the board. Both of them had a 30% third down conversion rate at this point. So it was really neck and neck for a long time. It's just that Jaden Jennings had a 19-yard run for Pine Bluff. Jalen Tolbert, if I'm correct, he's the leading rusher as of right now for Alcorn. He had a 24-yard touchdown.
Yeah.
But other than that, the game didn't really stand out to me. It just looked like a big sloppy game, and Alcorn looks like the worst of the two teams.
Man, I was just about to say that. Yeah, everything you just said, you hit it on the head, man. And it's just sad because for years you wouldn't even think about Alcorn and stooping this low. Even when I was
No,
there, we didn't stoop. We never stooped this low.
no.
I don't know what's going on down there, but the fan base at Alcorn is hot.
Well, I'll put it like this: how many coaches we discussed that's probably gonna get fired at the end of this year? We already hit Mickey
Terrence
Joseph.
Graves,
And your
that's
boy,
one. Mickey Joseph, that's two.
and your boy
Kobe, that's
said,
three.
Yeah,
Who else?
and right here.
Oh,
Three and a possible.
Cedric Thomas, your boy.
Yeah.
who?
No, they're
Hey,
saying
man.
that they're saying
Hey.
they don't have a budget to be firing coaches and hiring somebody else at Alcorn. However, I think they're gonna get just a little bit mad enough to go ahead and make some things happen.
Oh,
this is not getting pretty at all.
if you ain't paid attention to social media lately, because I sent Daenerys one of these. Half the social media is on his head, and now half of them is crying for Coach McNair to come back.
Oh man.
Oh,
They want their X back. They trying to get their X back.
Hey, Jimmy.
And I'm sitting there looking like, don't you? Mm-hmm. Should have thought about that. Should have thought about that.
I think at the end of the day, right?
Yes, Alcorn should have kept McNair. Yes.
They should have, but there's conflicting stories out there. From my limited understanding, he chose to leave. Right? They extended him an offer. It just didn't align with whatever he thought he was worth. Right? And at the end of the day, I think that for what it's worth and for how pivotal the McNair family is to Alcorn and being able to make that work down there, they should have tried to go ahead and pay the man. Right? Do what you need to do to make that happen. And I think ultimately, it's just like anything else in business. Negotiations broke down. He thought he had the TSU job sold up. That took a while, and we're gonna get to them. We're gonna get to old Dishwater. Okay,
I've
been on them since the beginning of the season. Talking about my coach. So, but we're gonna get to them. But all in all, McNair got put into a bad spot. And hey, it is what it is. So,
But I never thought that day would come where he actually get put in a bad spot after all them years he made the SWAC championships and won the SWAC championships at that school. I just felt like he did was best for him, and the administration didn't appreciate what he did, and now it's all coming to a fall. It's falling on their face. So,
JD, we can't sleep on Alcorn's referees. Let me add that. We can't sleep on the referees. I don't see us sleeping on Alcorn. This new regime. One of the things that I'm very impressed about, having some insight to the program at PV, is that they prepare like nobody's business. They really do prepare for each opponent well. And I don't think they sleep on any opponent, right? So that's not a concern. I think our concern is being cheated.
Alcorn referees.
If we don't start hot, we don't put some separation and show that we're just a better team, and we keep it close, it's gonna come back to bite us in Lorman. Right? So that's the truth of the matter. We've seen this game before.
Alcorn referees in Lorman, huh? Because still to this day, in 2021, y'all play on that Alcorn roster. Some of y'all was saying we got away with it against y'all.
Yeah, because y'all had a fake fumble on the goal line.
I ain't gonna lie. I thought he wasn't, because they said he was down, but I couldn't really tell. Like,
I was in the back of the end zone. That guy was down. But games go like that. We shouldn't have spotted y'all 31 points in the first half. We spotted y'all 31 points in the first half. We shouldn't have done it.
You did. Y'all didn't know. Honestly, and y'all should have kicked that field goal. Y'all shouldn't have called that run. Y'all should have kicked the field goal.
That's true.
That's what did it. Y'all should have kicked that field goal.
That's true. That's true. But before we get into PV Alcorn, I don't want to forget our last game that was on our slate last week.
Oh
We
my
had
God.
Texas Southern versus Mississippi Valley State.
Texas Southern got away with one. Good God Almighty.
Hey,
They got away with one.
listen. I'm gonna read off some stats. I wasn't able to calculate very much because they really didn't have much going on till like it felt like the second half of the game. KJ Cooper had a combined total offensively of 176 yards, a little bit of rushing, a little bit of passing. But however, Josh Brown, the quarterback for Mississippi Valley, he's starting to look like a guy. He threw for 254, ran for 90. He was just one or two plays from coming up short and winning this game. But I'm finding myself more and more disappointed in Texas Southern as the year goes on. I expected more from Texas Southern's offense. KJ Cooper got a lot of hype coming into the year. And every time I see him out on the field, his offense is just very stagnant. They don't convert on third down.
Still.
They don't convert on third down. Their passing game is almost non-existent, and it's just not creative. There's no motions. There's no sweeps. There's nothing but inside zones and your standard three-step drop, throw it out. Three-step drop, throw it in. Other than that, there's just not too much creativity going on, and I really think Mississippi Valley State, they blew this game more so than Texas Southern came back and won this game.
Prior to the Labor Day Classic, we had experts saying KJ Cooper was akin to Cam Newton. I don't see.
Which one? Which one? Got to be the scientist, not Cam.
Maybe Cam Newton.
Got to be the scientist, Isaac Newton.
Maybe Cam Newton's brother. Maybe. Right, and I'm not talking about when he was at Howard, right? But they couldn't have been talking about the Cam Newton I know. Okay,
not the super Cam, not super Cam.
They talking about Isaac Newton.
And Valley, let me tell you something.
Law of gravity.
Derek Newton.
You get a little piece of the belt, a little piece. Next time, don't let them folks off the hook now.
Come on,
don't let them off the hook. Because I had my smack talk ready. Okay, you can't do that no more, Valley. Y'all
messing up the agenda. Messing up the agenda, man. But no, that was very. But let's get into the main event, man. The reason why we all here. PV versus Alcorn, and I've been seeing the comments. I've been seeing on the Coleman show. They said something. First Grambling was the test. Now Alcorn's the test. I just want to say my little piece to my Panthers because I know they listen to me and they feel my heartbeat every day when we wake up at the same time every day. Panthers, for future Panthers and former Panthers, when y'all get on this bus, man, lock in. Y'all got 8 hours on the road. Lock in. Think about everything y'all about to do on the field. Wide receivers, think about catching every ball that touch your hand. Linemen, think about committing no penalties. Y'all blocking, we getting pancakes. Tevin. Mr. Carter. This your game right here. I need 400 yards of offense, and I need no touchdowns from my defense. I need this to be a statement game. I need this to be the game where Coach Cedric Thomas is through. I need this to be the game where Alcorn football no longer feels the need to get on social media and brag about anything.
Oh,
put an end to it now and clear the narratives. But that's my 30 seconds, guys. What y'all got for us?
Honestly, what you said, I mean, that's what you said. But in my personal opinion, some folks kind of got a point about it being a trap game. I ain't gonna lie to you, because there's something about it down there at Alcorn. I played there. I played against there. That it can be tough getting out of there.
Mm-hmm.
It can be a cut thing about it. They ain't won a game, and it's their first game at home.
Fact.
So, and they coming off a bye. No, they coming.
No, they coming off a bruising.
Yeah, they coming off an ass whooping. But it's just they got something on the tip of their shoulder. That's how I feel. But am I calling trap game? I ain't calling trap, but be aware of the trap.
Yep. Yep.
Because before, and I'm talking about PV, by the way, when he was going, remember how y'all come off of a big game and you run the Mississippi Valley and it destroy your season.
Mm-hmm.
It could be one of them things, but I can say be aware of it now. Be aware of it.
Yep.
Cause I'm not gonna say Alcorn gonna win, cause
That would be crazy, right?
No, ride for your team. Ride for your team. I need my picks to get back right. Ride for your team. Go on ahead.
No,
hey,
but
he
the thing
said he
is,
might be a little stupid, but he's not crazy now. He's
I
not
know,
crazy.
I mean, I still support him, but like the expectation is just low, man. Like
Yeah.
I never ever seen Alcorn be this bad, like ever.
Yeah.
Like even like on our down year when we had beat y'all that one time in 2022, we were bad, but we wasn't like that bad. But when
Right.
I look at it this year, it's just I don't know, man. Giving Northwestern State the first dub, losing to one of the laughing stocks in the swag. It ain't looking green on the reservation, man. I just don't know. But like I said, also got to be aware as well, because they're gonna try to play hard down there, but the expectation is low for it for Alcorn to win, in my personal opinion, and I support them. So
Well, I'll say this to the team, staff. If you listen to this live or you're gonna catch the replay, beat them like they stole something. Okay, beat them like they stole something. Leave no doubt. All right, because one thing they like to do in Alcorn, they like to fight down there. They ain't got nothing else to do. They fight in the cafeteria. They fight in the dorms. They will fight you on that field. So y'all got to be ready. When you get off the bus, it need to be go time. Okay.
It's hostile down there in Lorman.
This is a must win. We need this momentum going into the bye week, right? We need this win in order to kind of put a little bit more separation in our quest for the West. All right, this is a must win. If people saying it's a test, we better pass it. We better pass it. That's all I got.
In my opinion, y'all gonna pass it. That's how I feel. Y'all gonna pass it.
Yeah. Yeah. And while we're there, let's get into some keys of the game, because I wrote down a few keys to the game that I just want to address, and what I believe that will make sure to secure us this victory here. First things first, defense. We got to stop the run. We got to be able to hold the run back until we get at least a 2-possession lead. When we get the 2-possession lead, we can kind of start dropping 8 back and playing a little bit more conservative, but we have to be able to fill those holes. We got Sterling Roberts will be good to go, so he won't be sitting a half. I know he's going to be ready to play, and he should be very healthy. Defense, lock it in. Be ready to be physical. Oh, and by the way, before I keep going, there ain't no signal in Lorman. So tell your parents goodbye before you get there. Tell your girlfriend goodbye before you get there. There's no signal, no nothing. You're going to have to write a letter back home to make sure that your parents know you good. So just get your mind right for what y'all about to go through. Offense, our running game. I need 230 yards on the ground. McDowell, Bingman, Carter, y'all gonna have to come together like a 3-headed dragon, a 3-headed snake, and y'all gonna have to mow this team down. This still gonna be a team with a lot of heart and a lot of fight. There are a lot of new faces on here and a lot of people that never really grew up in the SWAC on our team. So I'm here to tell y'all, this is one of those things where Lorman will fight y'all to the death to get this win.
Yeah.
So just be ready. Those are my 3 keys to the game: the physicality, defense playing, stopping the run, offense being able to run, and I guess my 4th one, this is my last one, 3rd down conversions. We gotta have our plays together for 3rd down conversions. We gotta make sure we're getting it. We gotta make sure we're holding the ball. We gotta make sure that we keep pushing, because like the fact that the word trap game has been brought up too many times, making my spirit upset. So let's be focused and let's eliminate that potential for that to happen.
Yeah, man. I mean, it doesn't get any more straightforward than that. So, just come back with a win, man. We have to win this one. If we don't win this one, it's not the worst thing in the world, but to me, it's gonna feel like the worst in the world. So come on, we got to go ahead and do what we need to do. I think that if we can, do what we've shown we can do, right? And that's not start cold, right? Have a great opening first drive, first series, be able to get some points on the board and be able to get some key defensive stops early on. If we can get those points that we leave off the board on the board in this game early, we can run away with this before halftime and just prevent them from scoring at that point. So I think this is I personally have PV winning big in this game.
Ooh. Yeah. I got me personally, just my thoughts. I got us winning 35-13.
Oh Lord.
It's gonna get ugly. It's gonna get ugly.
It's
gonna get ugly.
It's about to get real bad.
We got some guys hungry. Like Ojo ain't had a touchdown since Texas Southern. I know he hungry. I know 8. The master Q dog, Mr. RQQ himself, he's missing some touchdown. I know he ready to eat. So it's some guys I know on my team that's real hungry to go get some stats. That's all I'm saying. So 30, I know victory formation not coming out.
I got 38-21.
Okay. That's very generous.
Okay.
Very generous.
I'm just going off of our team's tendencies. We have a tendency to let teams score at least once in the second half and kind of let them back in the game. I would love to say that doesn't happen, but right now that's our tendency. So, I got to lean towards what we normally do. But I think we'll get out big on them early, and then we'll just kind of coast from there on out, get a few touchdowns and go back to Houston. So.
Gotcha.
35-3 is crazy.
That's diabolical.
There will be nobody talking. Listen, I won't be able to do nothing. A PV.
I'm gonna say it like this. I'll say 40-17.
Woo!
Hey, don't knock me down. Last time,
I'm just saying we ain't got the 30 yet. That's all I'm saying. So that
I don't care though. But hey, last time I made that prediction, I made that
42-10. Oh
you
my
was right.
God!
Hey, Janaris was right last week.
You made that same look on your face. You made that same look on your face, telling and I was close, very close.
But what you said though, you kind of ain't wrong this time though. You really kind of not wrong this time. You really kind of not wrong this time.
Hey, at least I gave him 17.
Exactly, because I was damn sure thinking of 14 right now.
I said 40-17.
I was damn sure thinking of.
I was just 3 points off last time.
I was damn sure thinking of 38-14. Even though I hate to say that, but at the way it's looking right now.
Oh shoot! Then you can't knock what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying.
Let's time out for a second. Let's time out because you gotta now. Alabama A&M doesn't have quite the defense we have, but this Alcorn team put up 31 points in a shootout with Alabama A&M. So they can score points, right? I don't want us to miss that. They can score points. I know
they can score.
Yeah, they can score. Yeah.
I don't know, Zay. I don't know. It's weird.
Know, Ray, think about it like this.
It's weird because they got shut out by Northwestern, so it's like.
That's what I'm saying. It's one of the worst FCSs out there.
They're so weird.
If you look at that game, Northwestern benefited from way more of Alcorn's mistakes.
True.
It was Northwestern's,
dominance. Yeah.
Right.
And
so
also think about it like this, though.
I think they just had a, don't get me wrong. They are winless right now, so they are terrible. I'm not saying that at all. But what I am saying is, if depending on which Alcorn shows up, right, shows me what type of game we're. And honestly, I'm gonna be real here. If we do get into a shootout, I want to see what our team is gonna do on offense.
Yep.
Honestly,
I'm not. If there's ever a game where we're gonna test that out, this is the game to do. Can we put up significant points beyond the 30-point mark? I would love to see it.
Also, we only allowed 30 points one time, and that was against FBS Rice.
That is a very good point.
Yeah.
That is a very good point.
Honestly, I'm gonna keep it a buck. They went to a shootout with A&M because what Caleb was saying, A&M got the worst arguably the worst defense in the conference.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. Us four right here, I ain't gonna
I
lie.
don't think it's gonna
We
be a shoot.
tell Alabama A&M
I don't think it's gonna be a shootout either. I don't think it's gonna be a shootout
we
either.
tear them up.
Oh, man. Hey,
We
let me
tear
be
them up. We
quarterback.
didn't need a quarterback. We
Let
tear
me be
them up.
quarterback. Let me get behind center. What's up?
Hey, we tear them up. But before we go, I know we had some great loyal viewers and loyal Panther family with us tonight. I don't want to hold y'all too long. But for the favorite part, man, we got our week 6 pick'ems. Now, other than our game, there's only 3 games going on this weekend for SWAC play to watch.
Yeah, the fam got
First,
picked.
I would love for everybody to go and kind of go around and tell me who's going to win or your pick and why they're going to win. First game coming on at 2 o'clock. Bethune-Cookman travels to Alabama State. Who you guys got?
I got
Alabama
State, bro.
State.
I got
Alabama State. Bama State.
And why? Let's just go around. Pick your team and why.
I say Bama State because I say it like this: they offense been rolling. They team been rolling for so long, and they might have did BCU might have upset it Bama and them, but bro, Bama State is a whole different team, my boy. Like they're top tier. They're not finna just let you score 30, 40 points on them. I'm just gonna keep it a buck right there. And plus, Body, he has not yet had a bad game. From what I'm seeing. So, like, bro, he gonna get that offense rolling. Like, if BCU defense ain't coming up the part, unless Body get hurt in the first half or something, like if that doesn't happen, bro, they in for a long day, bro. That's just me.
Honestly, everything what he just said, what I was saying the same thing too. Like, Body is on a roll, and he's really the engine of that offense. And their defense, people not only they talk about Body, but their defense is pretty stout as well.
I agree.
And I feel like JSU fans ain't gonna like what I gotta say, but I feel like they're the best team in the SWAC East.
Oh, hey, you see,
you
coming over here starting stuff now.
I agree.
Starting stuff now.
Hey, they can be mad all they want. They can be mad all they
I
want.
don't care about no being mad. Nigga, like, shoot.
Thank you. Like the SWAC East does not revolve around JSU, bro.
Hey, Kayla, because you know they talk about us all the time on all these other platforms and these shows. Hey,
they sure do.
So hey, like, why we can't talk about them on ours? Like, forget that.
Exactly.
They talk about PV. Oh, PV ain't nothing. Dude told me Valley was a better team than Grambling and all this stuff, man.
Vice versa.
So
yeah, like, come on, bro.
I think they say, yeah, State. I'm going with them. I'm going with Bama State. I've always wanted to do that, by the way. I don't know why. It is a little catchy, but I think that they're just out of the two teams. Bama State is more balanced on all 3 phases of the ball, and I think that it's actually going to be the defense is going to be the key factor there. Who's going to get the key stops? Who's going to be able to get the 3 and outs, etc. And I think Bama State just has a little bit more than BCU has to offer. I think this can have the potential to be a shootout, a very high-scoring game, and it won't be like a large separation. But I do think that, once again, if Bama State's defense comes to play, that'll be the deciding factor, and Bama State will pull it out.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
And I feel very similarly to you, Zay. And I think, of course, in my head, Bama State is already a better football team than Bethune-Cookman, right? But from what I'm seeing an attitude that Alabama State never had. They had shirts made the next day for what they did, FAMU.
Crazy.
I know.
The Andrew Body.
You know what I'm saying? I know they're gonna pack out the stadium. I know they're gonna sell it out. If I was an Alabama State fan, I'm buying the section. We got the hookah, we got the women, and we got the drink. Right there in the goal at the end zone. So I know they're gonna pack it out and go crazy.
You're gonna have a mini.
I know they're gonna handle this game by 2 possessions.
I just think it's funny how very convenient how when Lionel makes shirts, everybody's in uproar.
Yeah, man, line up, make some more shirts, bro.
The people in Alabama make shirts. Oh, that's so innovative. I just love this. Is a great, whatever. I'm just saying, don't you find that suspicious? Ain't that what
It
Doc
is.
said?
It is a little suspect, if you ask me. But to answer Lionel's question, I'll go first. In my opinion, the team who shuts down the run the best, in my opinion, I'm going to have to say Jackson State, only because they, in my opinion, from how I see it, you can somewhat throw the ball on them. It's very hard to throw the ball on us from what we've seen in our games. But Jackson State, to me, is like they plan on stopping the run every single time. That's the first thing that they want to do. And they're just a very physical team with a 4-down front. How do you guys feel about that question?
I would say J State, but not for the same reason. I just want people to keep sleeping on us. I'm being real. I think that we have our defense is definitely the strong part of our team, and they do a really good job. They've been playing some really good ball, right? But I want people to keep, give it to them. They won a championship last year, just give it to them, right? We'll see if they see us on the hill come into this year. That's what the game's gonna be, right?
Yeah,
So that's where I'm at with it.
JSU. I say JSU too. Also,
I say
right now.
JSU too. JSU too.
Well,
yeah. Now to game number 2. Just so y'all know, everybody, to get y'all SWAC TV alarm set, Prairie View versus Alcorn State is at 3:00 on SWAC TV. So this is gonna be our first daytime game too, if I'm correct. We normally play at 6:00 prime time. You know what I'm saying? I can't say what I want to say on this channel, but you got to play in front of the HOEs. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get the ladies outside. It's our first time we playing in the heat of the day. This gonna be a new feeling, so we gotta lock in. But our next game, we got Jackson State going to Alabama A&M. How we feeling about that?
BTA, Jackson State,
BTA Jackson State. That with that defense got to be right.
Yeah, come on now.
How we feeling there?
I'm going with Jackson State.
BTA.
Going Jackson State. Until that defense get better, bro. Jackson State, my Corey, you watching this? My bad, but I know the defensive coordinator over there, but hey, y'all defense gotta get better, blood.
Shoot. Jackson might put up 40 again. Hey, Jesus, man.
Like y'all,
To that
I ain't gonna lie.
To that defense get right.
You know what? I ain't scared. Alabama A&M.
Okay.
A&M. You. Woo! Yeah.
Hey, you know what?
I think A&M gonna do something special, right? They're gonna get beside themselves and do something special this game. And I think Sam Shade gonna dial it up. He gonna have them boys ready to play, and they gonna hit them in the mouth early and run away with it. If my caveat is if Quiet Brown is back, because I'm hearing that he's supposed to be. If he's not, my pick is JSU. So I want to be clear. If Quiet Brown is back, I'm going to A&M. If he's not back, JSU. By far.
If Quiet Brown is back, I'll say it's a shootout for sure.
Yeah, definitely shootout.
To me, you're not crazy for your pick, only because I feel like this is a good test for Jackson. Not as far as a complete game, but I think Alabama A&M passing wise is able to challenge really anybody offensively. So I think this will be a good test for us to watch and observe and see, hey, will there be some cracks in the defense if you can throw the ball well enough or give some different looks? Also, I haven't seen. Well, we did see him on the road versus Southern, and that did nothing to him. So, it's just another game in the books where Jackson State still has to go and show that they're Jackson State, 15 ranked in FCS top 25 rankings.
Yeah, it's not Alabama A&M's homecoming. That's next week.
Okay.
Yeah, that's next week, y'all. But yeah, no, we'll see for sure.
And last game. This one, hey, I don't know. We might be 50-50 in here on this one. We got Pine Bluff going to Texas Southern. And people telling me that Texas Southern the favorite. I don't know how I'm feeling about that, guys.
I might go with Pine Bluff. I ain't gonna lie. They're gonna go with Pine Bluff in that one.
See,
It's
this is
tough.
See, this is.
It's
Bluff.
tough.
I'm going Pine Bluff
You
on
gotta
that one, bro.
Pine Bluff, do what you gotta do. You need to bar this. They've been
Hey,
acting up in school. You need to bar this. The teacher been
Pine,
calling, saying they ain't been doing
Pine
their
Bluff,
homework. You need to bar
Pine
this.
Bluff gonna put up points though.
Here,
So
let me give it to you like here's the belt in. Here's the buckle in. Here you go, Pine Bluff. Go ahead and do it.
Get a good
Go ahead
grip.
now.
Get a good grip.
You want your name engraved? I can make that happen.
yeah, I got it. I'm gonna go with Pine Bluff on that one. I am.
And you know, I think I'm letting my hate for TSU and Coach Dishman kind of get in my way a little bit too much, but man, it would be one impressive win for Pine Bluff to be second in the SWAC West, fourth in the SWAC total. After getting this dub versus Texas Southern, man, I want to see it. I want to see pure chaos. I want to add another coach that's gonna get fired. Because I'm telling you, we about to turn into the SIAC or whatever that Division II over there is that got Clark Atlanta and all of them in there. We about to go see all their coaches because we got 5 of them going home this year.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
We got 5 of them going home.
I want chaos. Pine Bluff, do what y'all got to do. Just don't lose.
I feel like they're gonna pull it off.
And I heard that as well. Texas Southern ain't paid their rent. And they can't even play at Dynamo Stadium. So I don't even know where they're gonna play at.
They play at Houston Christian.
Houston Christian.
Can you imagine? You're a school with no field having to go to another university in your city because you can't play at
they said
they messed up, man. They messed up. They
crazy work.
If they were a real university, they would actually gonna play at PV, man.
And watch this. Houston Christian's Field, for those not familiar, Houston Christian's Field is in a CBS parking lot.
Come on, dude.
Yes. Oh yeah. Yes.
With that high school field.
In a CVS parking lot.
They playing at a high school field.
Parking lot.
Asked PV. You know, if they would have called, I can get their number. I'm gonna give Anton Goff number to them. They should be playing at PV and giving us that money instead of Houston Christian, dude.
Man, this is the Walgreens Classic right here.
yeah. Make them go play at Del Mar, man. Go get some history. Go make it a charity event at that. Invite the whole neighborhood. Invite friends, family. Invite the high schools. Have them come out at this point because you giving away money-making revenue opportunity. Man, have them come play at PV. I'll give you my section seat, section 107C 89. For some TSU fan out there, because this is ridiculous. Giving money hand over fist to HCU to go host a game is crazy.
NRG Stadium.
People like to try to talk about our fans and fan support, and we can do a little bit better. But let me be clear. You know, I heard TSU tried to have community day, and the community said, "Nah, bro, we good. We not good."
That's even worse.
We are good. So you know, I think I think they're gonna have fun at the Walgreens Classic this week, and we're gonna see. You know, but I got Pine Bluff. They're gonna pull it out by at least a touchdown.
I got Pine Bluff too.
Pine Bluff.
That's crazy. They ain't even play at their own stadium. That's tough.
No, that's insane, man. Hey, but they did say this. They said it a while. They said a while ago, hey, it's rough in the SWAC, man. Not everybody program where it's supposed to be right now. It ain't. Hey, y'all, I know y'all seen the news where Tarleton's going Conference USA.
What?
Tarleton's going Conference USA 2020.
Oh, FBS too? Okay.
They going FBS. I'm saying all that to say, I think some people in the SWAC, y'all might need to go down. Y'all might need to go join the SIAC or something like that. Y'all ain't got y'all own field. That should be a requirement of the SWAC, man. We gotta have better standards.
Boom is crazy. They can walk to CVS between halftime. I'm telling y'all, I'm not making this up. That stadium is in the CVS parking lot. and there's only one side for stands. It ain't even two-sided.
Oh, that was fake news. Oh, I didn't know Tarleton was fake news, man. My bad. I
Oh, that
apologize,
was
y'all.
fake.
That was
Oh,
fake
okay,
news.
okay.
Hey, nah, as they should though, the way they beat Army. But go on.
So my only thing about Tarleton is they're literally in the middle of nowhere. Like
They are.
it's worse than Lufkin. I don't know if y'all ever been to a city called Lufkin, Texas before,
I
but it's
I
heard
worse
have.
of
than that.
I
So
have.
so I just don't even understand how they gonna get the student population, the business revenue, the ticket sale revenue to even generate themselves to be a Conference USA program. To be honest, but
yeah.
But yeah, man. Well, I know we had just real quick. I know we had a couple questions earlier in the show that I wanted to make sure we address. So, let me see. Let me scroll back 1 second. Oh shit, I think I lost it. I don't know if we can go back. I'll probably have to hit up those people directly and answer their questions. But I know one of them was, will SU make McNair the head coach if they fire Graves? What do y'all think on over under on that? What do y'all think?
Ooh, see. That would be nice, but I think that whole thing at all course stress him out to be a head coach. But that would be nice though. That would be nice.
um, I say no, and the reason why I say no is because I don't
Yeah.
I don't know how Southern's gonna be able to look on this year.
Right.
And keep in mind who's already on top of them. Pine Bluff. Oh God. If Pine Bluff finishes second,
Out of all
and
teams.
you have to go into the off season. You got to go into basketball season. And you talking with other season ticket holders saying, "Hey man, Pine Bluff had a better season than us." Perry View, Texas Southern had a better season than us, and you're sitting at the bottom next to a 1-win Texas Southern and stuff like that. I just don't understand how you said we keep anybody on this staff. They're gonna have to completely recycle it all over again, and they're gonna have to get somebody who is not familiar with the history of Southern. And the reason why I say that is because every time Southern gets the guy that they want, you fire him.
Dooley.
They're just like FAMU. You poach Dooley from Prairie View, you fire him. You get Graves, you're ready to run him out of town again with no resources, no nothing. So I just don't understand how they can look at this coaching staff and say we want to fire everybody, but we're going to keep this one person. I just don't see it.
Don't forget about Jason Rollins in that mix, because they wanted him too.
That too.
Once Odom's left.
Yep. I'm just not seeing it.
It's a pattern. It's a pattern because I vividly remember that. Like when Dooley went to Southern, everybody was like, "We need Dooley, we need Dooley," but they ran him out too.
And it's a very fickle fan base. At this point, how I'll ask the question to you guys and the Panthers in the chat. How many as an AD, or how many losses do y'all give in AD? Because my AD can't get 3 coaches wrong and expect to come in to the office Monday morning and still be my AD. You can't get 3 coaches wrong 3 different years, 3 different eras. I don't know how you go 0 for 3.
Well, they do some, backward stuff over in Baton Rouge, and honestly, I gotta be real. I don't know that the AD may make the decision in premise, but I think behind the scenes there's a lot more to it when you look at their coach and hire decisions. I think McNair doesn't end up getting this job. I think they're finally realizing that this whole trying to recreate the Pete Richardson 90s era and trying to get coaches that coach with him and are under him is not working.
No.
And that they're going to have to, pay a serious coach to come to Baton Rouge and deal with that. 2, they're going to have to give him legitimate time, which they never like to do. And then 3, they're going to have a real search. They're going to have to, it can't be this whole homeboy hookup and this is who I can control and etc. At the end of the day, I think that's what's best for the program. I don't wish them success, but hey, if I were on that side of the fence, right, that's what I would be looking at. Let's just go and get us a Sam Shade type. Let's go and get us a Tremaine Jackson type. Let's go get with somebody with a true resume outside of the SWAC,
Or
and not a retread, right?
Yep.
honestly, like you said, pull a JSU in 2020 before he got on and went to Colorado.
Yeah.
Go outside the box. Don't
Yep.
recycle old coaches,
Yep.
especially that who thinks old school and have winning ways in the past in this conference. Cause them ways is done for. It's a new game. It's a new age. Gotta
Yep.
have somebody that's not either A, an alum, or B, was a winning coach somewhere else. Like you said, not in the conference, not HBC landscape. Like do what PV did. Look at like y'all got coach like the coach now. Look at a high profile D2 coach and pick him up.
Yep. But I'm afraid to say this though. All the good ones, in my opinion, I don't want to disrespect nobody. I don't want to step on toes. All the good ones kind of got snatched up the last 2-3 years. Sam Shade gone. Tremaine Jackson gone.
They could go get Teddy Keaton from Clark Atlanta.
Yeah. They could go get Teddy Keaton, and then
Keenan Barrett.
He gone.
Yeah.
So you're kind of starting to run out of them.
That too. That too. So you gotta think outside
So
the box.
unless there's only one more Brian Robinson. I think he got Edward Waters. That's the only one left.
Yeah.
He having a decent year this year.
Well, y'all see that? Jimmy, is that correct? He said his comment says PV was invited to Conference USA in 2019. Somebody got some experience.
It could be right, because I remember when I was playing ball in 2018, the Southland tried to poach 4 SWAC schools. They wanted PV, they wanted Southern, they wanted TSU, they wanted Grambling. So it wouldn't surprise me if at one point in time they did make that offer. I just don't think we would have been able to hold up our end of the bargain at that time.
Yeah, well, okay, yeah, that's what I thought. I remember the Southland, but we don't have capacity to go to the FBS quite yet. And that would have been a fool's errand if that was true. But well, yeah, y'all got any final thoughts? Any final thoughts, bros?
I'm good right now.
I'm gonna tell you now, I want chaos. I want chaos. Somebody need to upset somebody.
Yeah, that's what I want to see.
Except my Panthers. That's it.
I want to have more to talk about, bro.
I want to see chaos too. You ain't the only one.
Yep.
See JSU lose.
JSU lose? Oh, hell gonna break loose.
Listen, them people lose, man. It's about to be on and popping. Okay,
popping.
Sunday is gonna be on and popping. But yeah, man. We appreciate y'all as always supporting the show. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Share it, like it, subscribe, support the platform. Give us ideas, send us thoughts. Right, a lot of you guys we know personally. Hit us up on Instagram, etc., and just let us know. Hey, we would like to see you incorporate this, or we'd like to do that. We want to make sure this is better, and that this is something that you guys continue to want to we want to grow. And so we just want to say thank you. And obviously go Panthers. That's all I got.
Yes, sir. Hey, all right, Panther family. I'm gonna catch y'all later. Those traveling to Lorman, be safe travels, man. And hey, I can't wait to be 3-0 in the SWAC, fellas.
Absolutely. And the coaches show, make sure y'all try to make it out there. The quotes in Willowbrook Mall.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to sneak out the quotes this weekend. I need a babysitter.
Yeah, man, you're trying to make it out there, and
I got some questions. Got some questions to ask.
We got must win this week. Must win. Sure. So, but all right, y'all.
All right, guys.
Y'all be easy.
Thank you so much.